there's the Ginga, now fully assembled. Very simple and very quick, not too complicated. I mean, pretty much majority of the work of building the Yamato is everything from here up, especially with the shock cannons, the secondary cannons, which unfortunately is not here, and the mast, the main bridge, and all those anti-aircraft guns that it had, all the little smaller parts. This kit doesn't have all the anti-aircraft, it just has like a few, but the majority one that goes here and back here, it's not even included in this kit. Which I kind of think, I just realized, I think there is a big difference between this kit and the Ginga that just came out right now. I'm actually, somebody posted a photograph of the new 3199 Ginga, and that one has, I believe, an extra set of gun turrets or something like that. I don't know if it was either a custom made job or it actually was part of the build. You know what? I thought Daylong would have the photograph of this, but I don't see it here. But I saw like some new guns here and here. Maybe it's part of the new mold. I have no idea. And there's that scarring here that's going to annoy me. I need to clean. I nearly lost a part, and it's this part right here. These two little parts right here, which they're very small. You got to sand down one end of it, but then you got to push it in the other. And I was about to put one in, and I heard it went peek. And I'm like, oh no, where the hell is it? Where is it? And I found it. I thought I was going to be here for hours looking for that part. But yeah, it's a nice and smooth little kit. And what's annoying me is the anchors. The anchors don't want to stay put. Those are going to be glued on in a minute. Right now, I'm just going to hold there for now. Yeah, all these portholes. Oh my god, I can't believe I had to paint those. That's annoying me. This little gap right there. The thrusters here. And I didn't realize that there are these little side wings here, along with this one. And you have the bottom one here, the main one that's in the bottom. But then you have these four little protruding little thingies, which could be more type of sensors or like a array, which I think if I hold it clearly, if I pull it, it'll allow me to pull the actual part out. So that's actually, that I feel better now that I don't have to worry about me getting a hobby knife and just start to find the leading edges and pull this thing out if I wanted to. Sanded this down. I forgot to sand down the thrusters, which I need to take care of in a minute. But it is a beautiful looking kit. I do like it. Don't know why I never built it, but now I built it, and now we're gonna, light it up like a Christmas tree. Another Christmas tree. What is it that I wanted to say? I just thought of this right now. Oh, okay. So, again, reviewing the light setup. I know that these parts here, the winglets here, like I said, that I can probably get away with drilling a hole, like cutting a cavity here to put the light source here. But for me to do this one, I'm going to have to not only scar it up, but then I'm going to have to use putty to cover it up and then sand it down and make the make this alignment properly. I don't think I can drill a hole because I don't have a drill bit thin enough for that. And I'm not even going to play with that idea. Now, if I mess up, I have a spare because it gives you get 4 of these. So 3 of them are used and I have the third one as a spare. I also saw lighting on this one right here and on this one here. No, there is absolutely no way I can put an LED light at the tip of these. This one, there's a possibility that it may work because it's a little bit thicker in plastic, but this one is very, very flimsy, and any cut would probably damage it. Maybe, I think this is where I would have to say that if I had a 3D printer or a resin printer, I can make a resin part of this and then somehow make the hole small enough in the printout so I could lead up the light source there. But this and this would be extremely difficult, and I would have to really, really damage this up. I'm not risking that at all. Don't know if there's any. I know, like we said before, this here, and this here has the lighting set up here. So we do have the thrusters, we have this guys here, we have all this, and then we have the front part as well. Oops, you know, this one here. I am kind of like slowly debating this, but if I cut this up, I need to cover it up with another piece of plastic that's clear so the lighting can show through. I don't think I have anything for that. But that is not going to happen at all. Not a big fan of this base. I was actually going to get one of the clear stands and put it on the base as I was mentioning before. Now, there is one thing that I wanted to show that I do have, that I was actually preparing myself for this. So I knew that eventually I'm going to have to paint those windows once I finish painting the whole thing. And a while back, Hobby Link Japan was getting rid of, well, they're not getting rid of it, but it was actually on sale, all those Vic Hobby paints. And I have one right here. I have blue. But I have another blue out there, which is a lot more, I think this blue is good, but I have one that's a little bit more lighter in tone. And since this is acrylic, once I finish this painting this in lacquer and then I top coat it, then I'll just take the, just paint myself. I'm gonna, you know, paint the little windows, each and every one, and then clean it up. And that will be that. And that would be that. So I am kind of ready for that. Ready as well. Okay. So now I'm going to, I have to finish up all this. I need to pop this out, find out what's going on there. But I'm going to have to take this off. Well, actually, I have to take the whole thing apart, separate it by sections, and then figure out how the battery setup is going to be. Obviously, the battery can be put under here or above it. Will this entire section be permanently put in there, or will it be linked to the main body so it can power up the whole thing? Let me look into that. You know what? Before I begin taking this kit apart and preparing it for building and detailing and LEDing, I do need to test out to see how it looks on a standard Action Base stand. So let's open up the Action Base 1 Clear, which I have an Action Base 1 Clear, but it was a knockoff and nothing fell apart. And I should have known better. I should always rely on genuine Bandai products. This is, of course, the kit, the Action Base that is big enough for high grades, high grades and master grades. Don't think it will work on a PG kit, but it should be good enough for this kit. I may choose a smaller version of this, like the other Ashton-based kit stands. Let's remove some of the stuff. Yeah, I think a clear is appropriate for this. Imagine a lot of people have built this stand before in various colors. You know, obviously we have the clear, we have the black, we have the charcoal version. I believe there's a green and hold on a second. I believe there's a green version and a red version. There's also a version for the there's a blue one, not clear blue, but more like solid blue and solid red, if you want it, or solid white actually. Solid white for the RX-782, solid red for the Zaku 2 Charge version, and of course the Gelgoog. And then of course you could paint it up whatever color you want to represent the mobile suit that is going to be, that you're going to proudly display. The new one with the hexagon bases are okay, but I like the original ones better. They have more strength and stability. While the other one, you have it in a weird angle-like shape, and I don't know. I just don't like how it looks when you prop it up. Let's see. I think I'm doing the wrong one, but I'll find out soon enough. And since I put the instructions behind me, where are they? Oh, it's right here. Let me see here. So we will need number 1. And number 3. There we go. So we have that part that goes like that here, all the way in, and that one goes here. Well, this one supposedly goes here. Number 2 goes there. Okay. Number 13 and 14 and 15 and 16 respectively is required for this. This is the smaller support structure that will hold up the primary support structure, so I might as well get those out of here. I remembered a long time ago, maybe 15 years ago. That's how far I remember. Some guy was selling action bases, and I bought a pack of 10 of the original what do you call it? The original Action Base 2s, which were like, perfect for the high grades. I think I got it for like $20. Don't know why the guy got rid of it. And I think I still have some leftovers for that. Hold on, so the small one, which is this one, goes with that one here. Yeah, there we go. And you know what? There was a time where I was not a big fan of the action bases. I don't know why. Something just didn't felt. I didn't feel like I didn't like it, and then obviously as years pass, you understand the importance of it, the reasons why you need it. Because if you don't use them, you lose them. Okay, I got to. I need this. I'm not going to put the screws on yet. I'm just doing this for giggles. And you know what? I forgot about this one, the actual extender. Also, there was the off chance that I was actually thinking, what if I actually need to put on maybe the battery pack on the base itself? On the, not, the base of this. Because, like, this one is high enough to actually put on the base. This one, unfortunately, the clear one doesn't, even if the standard one, it doesn't have that. That's one of many ideas of maybe putting one on under it, but then you would have to extend the height of it. Oh, this one does definitely need the part for that. All right, now I just need the latch. That's right, the latch. This is actually a quick part to build. It doesn't take that long to work on. All right, so I will need this, followed by that latch that goes here. Fudge. Let's try that again. There we go. And we have this one that has to stick up like that. And we need this. Oops. There we go. Do I have to put something there? Yeah. So with that done, I gotta cut that off. And this base can be probably good for putting on LED lights on it as well. I just had a crazy thought at this very moment. Actually, no, that goes the other way around. Okay. So, if I'm reading this right, we take that, we put that here. We take this, we put that there. And there's a connection here for that there. Now, we have a lot of attachments, but we want to use, I'm going to see, can we put that there? We've turned this a bit, just to hold it up a bit. I'm going to use the screws on this in a moment. You know what, maybe it's a little too high, so we're going to bring it here. Yeah, we're just doing a test with the emergency Yamato system. And then that. Oh yeah, this is good for this. But I definitely need the screw. Give me a moment. There you go. Now we're cooking with gas. Depending on the position and angle, obviously this is going to be very, very high. But I do want it high enough so people can see it and marvel at it, you know? Especially if I'm going to put this in front of judges, I want them to see the whole thing. And the specific angle, depending on how it's going to be. It is a bit wobbly, as you could see there. And I do like this position because I remember that the original Yamato kit had that little part that you put there, and then you put the base stand to hold it up, which was a novel idea. And the reason why they did that is because you had the little opening bay below it so that the little fighters can come out. Now, that's kind of hard to do, considering that bay, that fighter bay, even though it was unique, unless you had a clear part on the other side to expose the inside to show it, there was no way you're gonna, see anything about that. So that's why they had to put the little thing there. They didn't think about putting this there, which will pretty much support the kit as well. So this is a lot better for me to work with and to display. And now I'm thinking I'm going to have to get myself another action base. Maybe the small one is good, but the problem with the small one, and even with this one, you have this little part here that may scratch it up or bang on it if you put it in the opposite direction. So we're going to leave it this way for now. So again, that is the Ginga before I begin painting it and LEDing